welcome to our Zigsun recording sample room. So now we are located in the Huizhou branch, where our manufacturer is based in. And in this classrooms, I will show you how does the system work, and I will show you two PPTs. One is the intelligent education constructions, and another one is the normalized recording and streaming media station. So I hope that you will enjoy a couple of the minutes presentation. So I'm today's presenter. My name is Siren. So let's get started. So as you might have noticed that Zigsun Technology is specialized in the recording and streaming education products. And the ultimate goal of doing this is to realize the intelligent education. So intelligent education might sound like a very big and general topic, but indeed our company have covered comprehensive and extensive areas of the intelligent education. So what kind of the service Zigsun can provide, and what kind of the content that we can present, and what we have reached so far. So in today's presentation, this is the outline. I will cover what is the intelligent education, and then I will move on to the intelligent education infrastructure and how does it constructed. And then we acknowledge that its construction needs the efforts from the education departments and the institutes, who needs to put the efforts on the contribute to the system. And then I will cover the implementation and the promotions. So our company is not limited to do the hardwares and the software. We all as a tool and methods, but we also cooperate with some of the universities and institutions, research institutions for the comprehensive industry study and technology research, etc. In the last part, I will show you some of the cases and the project we have done with our users. And our team is capable of doing the many projects, no matter it's in the education portal, in the enterprise and the vocational training school. And then, so what is intelligent education? So intelligent education, according to the overview, it is based on the cloud computing, and then it is deeply integrating the artificial intelligence and the humanizations in the learning progress. Also, we need to set up cloud education online platforms to covering the core applications, and also invite those third parties to do the education to share the educational resource on the cloud. And then, so basically, the intelligent education is a set of the one-stop educational service application systems, which is applied to the teachers, administrators, students, and also the parents. And so the core interest of introducing this kind of system is to smartly provide a smart management tool for the administrator, a smart teaching methods for the teachers, and also a smart learning weapons for our students, and eventually give rise to learning and study teaching, a new model of the mechanism, and also to improve the education fairness and to improve the education quality. So, how it is constructed? We can see that the system construction is based on the two systems. One is the education informatization standard system, and another one is the informatization safety standard and the disaster tolerance emergency system. So put it in a simple way, after we constructed this kind of the education system, we need to make sure that it functions well and under the good conditions. And so to avoid the virus and also to resist from the hackers invading illegally into the system. Also to avoid the system breakdowns. And so the system will have two kind of the features. One is the integrity, another one is the conformity. We'll make sure that the data included in the system is unified and is safely stored in the system. And the infrastructure is based on the cloud computing, and it has developed the 5 level, which is respectively the database level, the platform support level, the service providing level, the customized gateway, and the gateway to reach our users at the portal level. So in the database level, the data will store in the cloud, and then we go through the data analyze, and then the results will show the graphic, the bar graphics of the users' pattern and behavior of using this system. And another level is the platform support level. All the users' information and the identity will go through an authentication process, and then we make sure that all the users' personal information is stored safely in the platform. And then the service providing level, our team will build up a system and the design interface, and also will create the web page style and content layout for our users, which is supports the customized gateway for our different kind of the group, which is for specific for the students, teachers, parents, and supervision. And in the gateway, we will release the information from our Zigsun web admin platform to reach our 4 groups, which are the students, teachers, parents, and supervisor. And then let's move on to the third chapter. So what should the education institutes and the administration departments build? We acknowledge that they need to the infrastructure comes from the above to below. The administrator, they need to launch and invest into the infrastructure contributing. And the infrastructure including that the campus need to set up a machine room that contains the server in the campus. And also we requires that a large scale of the informatization products. So the information it requires good. It cannot function well without the stable internet environment. So that the first step of doing this is to extend the internet, and also we will upgrade and improve the current equipment and then at the same time we will build up a stable server system. And then in the next page, we can see that we need to build an educational public service platform. So, which can reach our users at the portal level, and we can take the Changchun and Xiamen platforms as an example. The doorway is united, and the permission of the user is united. And also, in the Changchun platform, it is divided into 10 districts. There are more than 10 districts in total, and then each of the district has its own cloud space and portal. So it will release the informations, the educational resource through this platform. We can conduct the research, teaching, training, management, and many kinds of the usage. And besides, we have in the case of the Xiamen, Xiamen platforms. The platform is developed according to a um, different group of people, including the teachers, students, parents, and the administrator. So we grant the permission to the users, and also they can search the content they like to see, the content they need to see. So in this way, we can achieve the regional management of educational institute. And then when it comes to the remote control and united control, we will talk about the remote management and supervision center. It is deployed remotely in a central area of the region. So the platform will including the online software platform, the recording media stations, recording classrooms, the remote training, teaching and training, and open class, online reporting, etc. And then in this kind of the platforms, all the data and information is stored in the backstage center to ensure that the security and the monitoring of the teaching and training can be remotely reserved and inspect. And then we can make sure that the teaching and training is remotely viewed and the interaction. And then in the third chapter, what should the education institutes build? For those educational departments or bureau, they doesn't have this kind of the remote management and the supervision center. So that we recommended that the campus or the university need to build a video sharing platform. So each of the recording classroom will contain a cloud recording space. So after the recordings are finished, it will automatically upload it onto the video platform for share. And then for the teacher to review its performance, and for the students to learn after class, and overall improving the teaching efficiency and give alternative education methods. And so we can see from the figures that the campus informatization instruction is a traditional use in our campus, which includes the monitoring, security and monitoring, and also the administration, teachings, and the livings and other parts. So in this kind of the campus, all the data and the information is stored on the cloud, and then we can to upload and download the information through the Wi-Fi cover. Students will go roaming in the campus and get access to those information quickly and conveniently. And it is a one-card access, which means that students can use this card to log in to register in lectures, and also go to the store. Go to the food store to buy foods using this card, and also they can pay the bills of the powers and the electricity of the dormitory, etc. So there are multiple functions of the infrastructures, and it can cultivate for the campus needs and for the actual situations. And besides, in the hardware wise, we have electronic whiteboards, which is usually hang on the door. Usually, the functions is scattered on this kind of the white blackboard. It's electronic blackboard to show the classroom informations, to arrange the timetable of the class, and then to present the registration rates, and also we will record the activities that is conducted in the classrooms and that displays on the screen. Besides, we also have the marker classroom. The maker classroom is a classroom that to cultivate the students' creativities and independent thinking, to doing the crafting and the DIY, etc., to discover their interest. And besides, we also have the smart library, which means that the complicated step to log into the library is cut off. And also the students can use the library cards to borrow and return books and look up to the books they want. And also the core equipment that is stored in the classroom is the recording and media station. We set up this kind of recording and streaming classrooms for teachers and students to do the interactions and then to show off the dynamic and lively environment of the classrooms. And also we have the interactive visual sharing classroom, which is able to get connected to those Middle West children. They cannot have teaching materials to connect with cities who has the education resource and high quality educational teacher. So now I will show you that how does the interactions goes. So now we are connected to the Shenzhen branch, and we can see that this is interactions the situation, and then we can see that the transmitting speed is less than 1 Mbps, and it is HD videos transmission, and it is in use of the H.264 HP technologies. And then we can change the screen layouts, like in the middle size and a big size, and then a small size. And then so I will talk to my college in the Shenzhen. He is located in our Shenzhen office. 李华你好 ，Hi 李华。
Hi 刘伟霆。
Hi. So now please show us the gesture of 1 to 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Please sit down. So just now we can see that the network transmitting speed is very quick. It's less than 1 second. And then I will ask him, Li Hua, have you been to Thailand before?
No.
So would you like to come next time?
Yes, I want to go.
Okay. Just now I just showed you the interacting functions. So in these ways we can conduct the educational counterpart aid, and also to integrate all the classrooms in the different regions and in the world to do the interactions during the class. And then we also have this kind of product called the virtual reality campus studio. In this kind of the studios, the students is able to create a live event. So you can see that there is a blue box in the behind, and then there is a broadcasting stations. So there is a screen to show the meetings backgrounds of the live broadcasting. So it will be show on the screen just like this. The virtual and the reality are combined with each other, and it is good for the campus TV release. TV is release, a news release, and it reach the activities of the students. And then we also have the virtual laboratory, which is not restricted by the external environment conditions. The virtual reality technology can used to realize the virtual experimental scenes, which can save the students from the dangerous during the experiment process. And then this is the highlight of today's presentation. It is called the intelligent classrooms. So those campers who has the good conditions of this kind of the classrooms, they can have their curtains, lightings, and the air conditioner is controlled smartly by the artificial intelligence, and also it will apply the all-in-one PC display screen and our recording and streaming media station into this kind of classroom. So during the class, the teacher can actively interact with the students. For example, the students can use their iPads to receive the question from the students, from the teachers, and then they can vote the answers, and the answers will be transmitted to the PC screen, and then the teacher will explain that why the question they choose is wrong, and then explain the reason that they choose the wrong answer. And those kind of interacting will be create the motivation for the students, and also make fun of the teaching process. And in the first chapter, it is implementation and the promotion. So our company, we put many efforts in building up this kind of system. Besides, we have a deeply cooperate with those research institutes and universities to conduct the research, and invite them to constantly come to us and conduct the systems development. They have extensive knowledge in the intelligent educations, and also they will come and invite us to do classrooms competitions and official and training the teachers, and to cultivate a quality and excellent teacher team. And so let's turn to some of the cases, like the high quality class competitions, the teachers official and training, the research project, and the demonstration campus. So with this kind of interactions, we will improve our systems ultimately, and to provide a good service for our users. And then we can see that let's tap onto the case and the team capability. As you can see that this is some of our classical cases to build up this online educational platform. We deploy this kind of platform in the Changchun, Xiamen, Jinan, Yunnan, and those provinces across China. And usually they are intelligent educational platforms, and we also have the intelligent classrooms and recording and videos and streaming classrooms. Those projects we have gained abundant experience with our users, and we are very confident to conduct this kind of implement this kind of the service for the different campers and cultivate for their needs. And this is some of the cases we have done so far. We have done more than 6,000 projects and recording classrooms across China. And then our team is capable of conducting the projects. We have a dedicated team that is for the binding departments, and we have after sales personnel in spreading to the 16 regions of the China, and we have conduct more than 10 years experiments in the education industry. So we are dedicated to provide this kind of service for the large scales of the users, and we need this kind of the service to share the quality educational resource and distribute to each of the corner of the world. And this is the first presentation. From that, I think you have gained a general idea of what is intelligent education.